Hello friends, welcome back. Big Dino Plays, Primal, Chapter 4, Episode 5, Season 2, Felaxir. Crystal Wolf Head. Oh, that's an awful start, Dino. Crystal Wolf Head, great. Here he is. Crystal Wolf. These two are here. We're on stance 2. So we've taken Reptile and Bloodseeker, which has given us 2 deck advantages and leveled up our Red Scale Helm. And we've taken our new potions, as well as this Netherus, which is a potion that we may use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Yeah, same over here. Dragon Wings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be a really interesting thing. We've gone back to Piercing Dash as well. So the start of round 1, trigger all behaviour cards in play with the Rampage reaction. Sure, let's trigger all behaviour cards in play with the Rampage reaction. That's all of them. There we go. Players in the front and flank sectors reveal the top card of their deck. Felaxir gains 1 struggle for each different colour revealed this way. That's a red, so that's good to know. Gains a struggle. Players in the front sector reveal the top card of their deck. Players who reveal the same colour as another player suffer damage. So nothing else triggers on that one. Okay, so let's start here. So we can only attack Felaxir in the flanks. We're going to move. Actually, we're not going to move because we're going to use strafing. Okay. This could be a good turn. So we're going to draw a red. So not moving, drawing a red. That makes us threatened. But we will play strafing, which is a blue, removes the struggle. And you may spend a bullet to deal 3 damage. We are going to spend a bullet. So it's going to deal 6 damage now because it's level 2 for our weapons. 6 damage. If you do, immediately move without paying any stamina cost. We will move here to the flank with Felaxir. That is going to trigger this blue. The active player reveals the top card of their deck. We suffer damage +1 unless a blue is revealed. We do not suffer. So we do suffer damage +1, which is 3. So we are at 18. We'll also draw a card from our red scale armour at the start of our turn by suffering 1 damage. So, okay. We're no longer that. If we play a defensive card, we're going to trigger something. But what we're going to do now is play this Bullet Surge, which is a red, 1, 2. Spend any number of bullets. If you do, choose a player to draw 1 for each bullet spent this way. We will choose 1, 2. That is a red, which is going to deal 6 damage, so we're at 12. Triggering this red. The active player becomes threatened and suffers damage unless we have a yellow in our sequence. We do not have a yellow in our sequence. So we are going to suffer damage ×2. That's 4 damage. Yuck. We're at 13 health. Alright, we have the option to draw a red again, so we're going to try for another red. It's not a red. Oh, we can actually cancel that behaviour card. We'll cancel that behaviour card using that, so we're not suffering 4 damage. That is most definitely not happening. So he didn't spend the struggle. Great, so now we're going to reload 3, which is a tactical reload. And we will discard these 2 to reload back up to 3. We have also placed a token on this. That's going to trigger this defensive card 1. We must either play yellow as the next card in our sequence or suffer damage. We're going to go through his entire deck in the first turn, not just round, turn. We'll play a green, discarding, recharging, which allows us to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll play a gunfire, which is a red. Oh yeah, we suffer damage. 1, 2. We actually get to add another 2 damage from that, so we're at 14. And then this attack will be adding 6 to it. 6 and 6 is 12, plus that is another 2, which is 14, so that's 26, 28. Leaving 4 and doing our first wound. So we've played 2 greens, we have 1 defense card, so we suffer no damage. He turns to face, which is going to trigger this card, and that's going to gain him a struggle. Each player in the front sector suffers damage unless they reveal a green from their hand. I have a green, so we suffer no damage. We end the round with a stamina token. Then we're going to go back up to 5. Ignite. You may add the top card discard pile from your hand. That is something I need to remember. Wow, we got lots of new gear here. We didn't suffer attrition damage, so we don't have to trigger that. We are now starting our turn with a player in the flank, which means we're triggering this. And we're going to do that. That one's removed from the game. That one's not removed from the game. These got shuffled, which added one of these. And then we're rampaging. Sure, why not? Okay, so we're going to reveal a red, which means Felaxir gains, no, if it's a red, yep, okay, so we suffer damage. What an absolute pest of a round. What a pest of a round. Can you believe that? Do we want to assist if we have an assist? We don't have an assist. All right. So we definitely want to move. Do we want to move? No. We'll be threatened over here. We'll start with a shadow strike. Does 1. Chain. Remove a struggle. It's a red attack, but we don't trigger that red. It's going to do 3, 6 damage, so we're at 10. Plus, our weapon itself deals 5, So that's 15. And then we'll play Echoing Blades. Let's see if we can draw a red. We know this one's not a red, but we'll try for this one as a red. No, that's awful. Yeah, so instead of doing it this way, we actually have to do it this way. We play Echoing Blades, discarding this. And then we play this. So it's still going to do the same amount of damage. Still going to remove the struggle. The second card is going to be, the second attack's going to be 5 damage. And then we draw 2, 1, 2. We'll play this blue Dancing, which removes a struggle and is going to deal 10 damage because of our 4 in a row. So 24. So we're at 5. We've done our second wound. And then we get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. We can play a Crescent Strike, which is a red, discarding this blue. And that will deal 5. Which is awesome. And then we can chain this, which is a blue, and that deals 14 to do Felaxir's next wound. That was actually not a bad round in the end, and triggered no behaviour cards thanks to our stealth. However, unless this is a 0, I think though, because of the fact that we didn't move, and I was expecting to overrun there, but we didn't, we can place a red on top of our deck. Yeah, so we are suffering attrition damage. So when you suffer damage, you may search your discard pile for a red and place it on top of your deck. That's done. Ease down to 7. Actually, this one's not going to be in play. When revealed, trigger all behaviour cards. Felaxir gains 1 struggle for each behaviour card triggered in this way. That was none. We suffer 1, 2, 3 damage. And then we're drawing up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon we might be using, oh yeah, we're threatened, so. I reckon we might be using our thing. All right, round 2. Going to gain 2 struggle. This behaviour refresh is going to go. This is going to go here. And we're going to be starting our turn in the front. We reveal the top card of our deck, and it is a red. That must be the first card we play in our sequence or suffer damage. I'm going to trigger this Rampage. Plays in the front and flank sector. It's both red, he gains a struggle, and Felaxir, you're an absolutely top bloke. Helping us out like that. So we need to move. We're going to move using this disengage over to here, so we lose our struggle. We're going to draw that because we know that's a red. Oh yeah, and we're going to consume. We're going to consume. Yeah, so we'll consume our Imperia. So they would have drawn 2, and then Felaxir would reveal that it's not a red. And we'll consume here to draw 2, 1, 2, Felaxir will reveal that it is a red. So he's going to gain an additional struggle, and we can't use our helmet just yet. Because I did say I was going to do that. Alright, so we've moved. Echoing Blades, it's a red, discarding this Half Moon. Don't really want to do that, but yeah. Yep, so that's going to trigger this red behaviour card over here. We are threatened and we suffer damage. 1, 2, 3. When we suffer damage, we can take a red and put it on top of our deck. We'll do that, thank you very much. And he does enhance it, which means we suffer an additional 3. 1, 2, 3. Brings in this Rampage. And he does that. That actual weapon attack deals 5. What is exciting now is we've just opened up an absolute truckload. Oh, it actually does 7 because of the poison plant in our sector. We'll draw a red. We know it's a red. We'll play that red, which is a chain. So that is going to allow us to draw 2. 1, 2. Choose 1 and keep in our hand. We'll do that. We've played 2 reds in a row, so that is going to deal 6 damage, which goes to 13, plus the weapon itself, which is going to deal 5, plus 2 for the plant, which is 20, and we're 28 to do a wound here. We'll chain this yellow. Actually, no, we won't. Oh, this is such a wild time. Okay. Let's do a piercing strike, which is another red, and we're going to discard this wall of blades. That's a chain of a green, but we're not going to do that. Yep. You may immediately overrun the monster. This weapon attack is going to deal 8, which triggers a wound. So Felaxir gains a struggle. We immediately overrun the monster, and so we gain a token on piercing dash. He's back down to 0, 28. We can cancel a card, don't forget, Dano. And then we're going to play double strike, discarding this green, which counts it as 2 reds for Battle Dance, which means we're going to gain 5 damage from our weapon attack. And then we've played 5 cards in a row, which means we're going to deal another 10. And then we're going to end this, which is a chain. It's going to count as a red for Battle Dance, which means we're going to do 14 damage, which takes us to 29, which is another wound, which means Felaxir gains a struggle. So he gains a wound, he struggles, which means he's going to unleash, which means we can put a red on top of our deck because we've suffered damage. And we'll put this air blade on top. So we suffer 1, 2, 3. And he's back down to that struggle. And then we'll draw a card using our helmet. And we'll play another red because it's a chain for free. And that will deal another 5 damage. And we need this to be a 1 or the 1 yellow. It's a 2. All right. Do we have that card that we can shoot a bullet to cancel a thing? No. Alright, 3 more damage. 1, 2, 3. Blech. And then we're also going to suffer 2 damage. We are going to put a counter on Dragon Wing, so it's now 7 damage. And when you empty your deck, deal 5 damage for each green in your hand. We have 1 green in our hand, so that's 11. Wow, we've rampaged here. One, two, three. Okay. Felaxir turns to face, which is going to trigger discard. Each player in the front sector suffers damage unless they reveal a green from their hand. We have a green. Rampage. Each player in the front sector reveals the top card of their deck. It's a blue, and that's a red. We don't suffer any damage from that. Oh. So we're starting our turn in the healing plant, which is good. Alright, so we revealed a red here. So we're going to move using our stamina. We're going to draw our red into hand. Let's play you may spend 2 bullets to inflict blind. Our health is not critical, but we'll suffer 1 damage to draw a card as well. How many reds are in our discard pile? 1, 2, 3. So this, we want to avoid attrition damage. You may spend a bullet to search your discard pile for a red. Place it on top of your deck. We'll play that for 0. We'll put that back on top of our deck. Spending a bullet. We'll draw that into hand because it's a red. That attack deals 6. We're at 17. We're going to do gunfire. So that's going to deal 6, plus we're going to spend a bullet to deal another 6, which is 12. 29. We do a wound. He gains a struggle from when he suffers a wound. And he's back down to 1. But more importantly, we have triggered stage 3 in turn 2. When revealed, trigger all behaviour cards in play with the rampage icon. Search the attrition deck for base attrition cards with a value of 0 or 1. Remove those cards from the game. It's just this green one. And then reshuffle the attrition deck. So we're triggering this. Players in the front sector reveal the top card of their deck. We already did this, so we know that's an offensive card. We suffered damage. I don't want to suffer damage, so we're going to cancel that card using our gun, our torchlight. So that's cancelled. This is flipping this turn. A green for strategic support. You may choose a player to discard a card. We'll discard this Thunderous Shot to reload 2, 1, 2. Triggers this defensive card. We must play yellow as our sequence or we will suffer attrition damage. We have the aggro. We're going to play this yellow, discarding exertion, which reloads us back to full. When we used our bullet over here, we could add the top card of our deck to our hand, so we're going to put Hall of Bullets back into hand. And then we'll play Hall of Bullets to finish us off, which is in a draw 1, 2, 3. We're going to end our turn with a stamina. We're not going to suffer damage. Because we haven't suffered damage, we will do 2 damage for each red in the discard pile. 1, 2, so we're doing 4 damage to take us to 5. And because we avoided attrition damage, these will go here. We're done. We have to discard one of these actually. We'll discard this. We draw this. We suffer 1, 2. This gets shuffled. At the end of your turn, that one's not going to trigger. Felaxir turns to face. It's the end of the round. So next round, we are going to drink our Aylmore on Karah. So she's going to heal 4. So back to 8. We're going to do Behaviour Refresh, which is going to remove this blue and give us 2 struggle. Oh, stage 3. We have to reveal one of those, so that's fine as well. When the attrition deck is emptied, players in the front sector will have to suffer damage. Okay, that's fine. Got this back online now. We are going to start our turn. We're going to be in the front. We must play this as our first card. Sure, we'll play a red. We're then going to rampage. And we are going to cancel that. Using our torchlight. He's unleashing. And so that means we're suffering 3 damage, so we're down to 7. All right, this is the turn, 1, 2, 3. This is a turn where we need to go bunta. So given that, do we play our reds for free this turn? No. We're going to move using our stamina token to go put us over here in this sector. We'll play a suppressive fire, which is a blue, removing that. We're going to play this for free, blinding fire, 1, 2. Spend 2 bullets to inflict a blind. So that attack is going to deal 6, 1 to 11. But it's also going to deal an extra 2 because of the poison plant, so 13. That is going to trigger a red. Oh yeah, sorry, here's how we do it instead. We play this one for free. And then we do this one, which is our next one doing this. Because we ignited, we then get to bring this back into hand. That is not triggered. We've blinded this card. So that can't do anything. think we'll play another red barrage of bullets, discarding pressing shot. That's going to deal 6 plus an extra 4, so that's 23. That's going to trigger this one. We don't have a yellow in our sequence. We are going to suffer 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he is going to spend that. Yeah, we'll cancel that using our negation. So nothing happens there. Yep, that's it. We know he's going to suffer damage. This is ignored. And there was no one in the front sector. When the attrition deck would be emptied, players in the front sector suffer damage, but that doesn't happen. So this is done. This is used. He suffers 10 damage because we spent 2 bullets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a big turn. Turns the faces here. There is no one in the front, there is no one in the flanks, so we're not triggering a rampage. We're going to heal 2 because we're starting in the rear. We will play run through, which is a green, discarding wall of blades, allowing us to immediately overrun the monster. We've overrun the monster, which means we unflip piercing dash. Then we'll play this backstab, which is a red. Let's see if we can get a red. No, a red. No. When you overrun, yep, so we're just going to deal 7 damage plus an extra 2, so 9 damage, which is 42. So we've done 2, which means we've got 3 wounds remaining. We'll play a finesse, which allows us to draw 2. 1, 2. And I think we'll actually end there. So let's see if we survive. We have 2 defense cards, so we're fine. So we'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3. And we did not play an aggro, so Karah remains as the aggro player. Round 4, going to 3. Behaviour refreshing this one out of the way, no longer blind. Torchlight back online. Going to trigger this card. The active player reveals the top card of their deck. Must be the first card we play. It's a green. Do we have a green? We do, so that's fine. Bringing in a rampage. Karah, Karah, Karah. What are we going to do with you? Do we Aylmore this turn? Have I already Aylmored? I don't think I have I? Yeah, no we won't, because we're also going to start by drawing that. Do we have a reload? We're going to move using this red. So we're not threatened. We can attack in the flank. We'll play a prompt jump. which is a green, so it's going to trigger this. We're going to cancel that using our torchlight. And it's just Karah, so she's going to reveal a yellow, and he's going to gain a struggle. Rapid ignition, just dealing 6 damage. Gunfire, another 6. 12. We'll look for a red. No, we'll look for a red. No. Oh, I need that. We'll do covering fire, which is another 6. 18. And we'll play that green. As long as this isn't a 3, it's not a 3. So we suffer no damage. No, we have to do this. We have to reveal a second one. So we suffer no damage, which means for each red in our discard pile, he suffers 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4 reds, which means he suffers 8 damage, which is 26. These all go away. We have no bullets. We're going to try and heal next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have an assist? We do have an assist. Felaxir turns to face. We're now going to trigger this because the player is starting their turn in the flank. He's going to do that twice, but I don't think there is any more left. No, and no. Triggering this rampage. Players in the front sector reveal the top card of their deck. Can't be a red, I don't think. It's not a red, so we suffer no damage. Gains a struggle, he's back up to 4. Alright, I think we want to overrun here, but let's play an assist. Strafing to draw a card. Reactive defense, when you suffer damage, you may discard this. Alright, here we go. Shadow Strike, it's a blue. We gain stealth for the rest of the turn. We're going to Scythe, so that's going to deal 5 damage. It goes up to 7, and then it goes to 9. It's 35, thanks to the Death Plant. And then we're also going to deal 6, which is 41. So that's a wound, thanks to our Battle Dance. We will chain this blue, which removes another struggle. Remember, we have thingy right now. That does nothing, but then we're going to play double strike using this. Allows us to draw a card, and it counts as 2 reds in our sequence, so that's going to deal 7, 9, so we're at 10 because of the Death Plant, and then we're going to deal another 10 because of our thingy, and then we're going to do a piercing strike discarding that, which is going to deal 7 plus 14, which is 21, so we're back to 1, and we've done 1 more wound. We know that we are going to suffer damage. 1 or a 2. Each player in the front sector suffers damage unless they reveal a green from their hand. We're fine. So that triggered nothing. So we suffer 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll look for a red. So we can play that. It's going to deal another 7 damage, 9 damage, 10. Increase our sequence limit. Then we'll look for a red. Oh my god. All right, well, I'm keeping that in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aggro over here. Felaxir turns the face. We trigger that. Do we have a green in our hand? We do not. So we suffer 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the round. Round 5. He's going up to 3 struggle. This is getting discarded. It's 30 damage to knock this guy on his head. Karah's starting off. Is that symbol when any player starts a turn in a flank sector thing? When an active player starts, at the start of a player's turn, if there is at least one player in a flank sector. So yes, we are going to trigger this. We're going to do that twice. It's okay because that's not that. Oh, and let's reveal this one. Oh, that one's removed. Now we're rampaging. Rampage! Players in the front sector reveal the top card of their deck. It is an offensive card, so that would cause us to die. However, we will not die because we will cancel that using this. That was, yeah, so this wasn't in play at the start. So here, we know that's a blue, so we're not going to trigger that. When a behaviour card is revealed, you may discard this from your hand to immediately overrun the monster. When you overrun the monster, deal your base weapon damage. Our base weapon damage is 5. It's 15. We'll play Echoing Blades, discarding this natural agility. That's going to deal 7 damage. So it's 22. And then we're going to play this Air Blade, which is going to deal another 7 to take us to 29. That allows us to draw 2 and discard 1. When you empty your deck, deal 5 damage for each green in your hand. 5 damage, 34. Unfortunately, that knocks her out. Oh, actually no, when you suffer damage, you can place a red on top of your deck. So we'll still have 1 card left in our hand. In our deck. So we have that. But that's all. Yeah. So she's knocked out. It's fine. We're still going to win, I think. We need 6 damage. She's using her Aylmore. That's not worth the risk, you know. 11. We'll come back to that if we need to. We're triggering this card, starting in the front. Reveal the top card of our deck. We reveal a yellow. We just play that as the first card of our sequence or suffer damage. And then we're triggering this rampage, and it is... Yep, so he's gaining a struggle. So he's going to go that, this, and this. We just need to do 6 damage. 6 damage. We'll move discarding this haul of bullets over here to that. I haven't got a red in hand. I don't actually think I have any reds. So we'll actually move to here. We'll play this yellow. Discarding strategic support. Actually, let's not move because we don't want to suffer damage. So yeah, we'll keep that haul of bullets. Oh, this could be amazing, Deno. We play no cards. It's game over. We play no cards. We're not triggering any of these. The monster attacks us. We reveal 2 cards. It doesn't matter. We're going to use the rock. When you avoid attrition damage, deal 2 damage for each red in your discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 damage. Die, Felaxir. Die. Nice. That was a good way to win that, actually, using the bits that we have available to us. I like that a lot. Luminera has been a reward card. All players, oh yeah, not too bad. We'll give that both to Karah. Yeah, very nice. And we'll read chapter 5. Give me a new monster. Yeah. So we got, let's play that frost guy. Did we get anything else? We didn't get, oh yeah, we did get a card leveler. All right, that's awesome. So that was a cool fight. We'll look into the crystal gear and we'll see the frost guy that we're going to face next will have some vulnerabilities, and maybe crystal will be one of those, which would be nice. And we've got some weaponry level ups. This was good. You really have to manage those bullets very carefully. Maybe I can find another card with reload. All right, friends, that's it. Have a great day. We'll catch you in the next episode. Big Deno out.